Silver, now we are based on daily chart. We want to analyze the chart for the next week. Okay, as we can see, based on the daily chart, still we are within the correction. And how deep this correction cannot be. Okay, but mostly when we get the deeper correction, that means the correction become more complex. The possibility of the down move is better. That means it give a better confirmation to look for the down move. But before that, if we want to look for the sell, we should get the sell set up. The reason is because sometimes we get this kind of the correction and suddenly we get a spike up. That's a sharp move up. Okay, these things happen, but it's very rare. That's why before we look for the sell, we should get the sell set up. The another thing is sometimes we get a correction and this kind of correction can continue on without giving the down move. Anyway, now what we are more interested, if we can get a down move. Okay, in this case we move to forward chart. We see how we can trade based on the forward chart. In my last video, those analyses I have in my last video, we analyze how we can look, we explain how we can look into this chart. But anyway, now we want to see how, this correction, sorry. Okay, now the thing is how we can trade it. Because right now, if we refer back to my last video, we see we are waiting to get the correction. Alright, now the thing is we have, as we can see, the price is correcting. But the only thing is we can see the price drop, break the low, then reverse back. Now how we can trade it? Okay, there is a few possibility for the silver because of this type of the correction we get. Okay, the first things we want to see whether we can look into this as a running flat. Okay, this means we are looking, expecting the price to drop. How deep, we are not sure. Okay, for this, the best and more conservative way is to have entry below this, the stop loss above, and our target is somewhere around here. That means we don't trade within this and we wait the price to drop, and when the price came to this low and we get the trade, if we see there is a no continuation, is correcting, we take out the trade. Okay, but this is for those traders who doesn't have enough experience based on how we trade it, because the best way is we trade within this. But usually we say if we get any sharp move with a small flag, we can trade it based on the lower time frame. But why? Based on right now what we have it as I mentioned that the best is having entry below this. It doesn't mean we cannot trade within this. We can, but for those traders, they have enough experience. Okay, the reason is there is a second option. If we draw this line, there is the possibility we get the correction here. That's mean if we get the correction here, then the down move is not valid. Then we should look for the up move. That's why if we want to look for the down move, I suggest to have entry below this. That means if we expect the price to drop, but if we get the correction here without the price dropping, then we are interested in the up move. Okay, that's why selling within this range without the having a proper money management may give us a put us in the trouble. Okay, then the second option, if we get the correction here, the price didn't drop to this low, we look for the up move. And there is one more option. There is a possibility the price drop, keep correcting similar to what we have. If we get this, also then we need to look for the up move. That means we look for buy. Alright. That's why if I move to 1 hour chart, again, just now we mentioned, we look, if for the first option we want to get the running flat and we look for the down move, then the target will be based on higher time frames, at least to break this low. Okay, and the stop loss is above this, entry is somewhere around here. Okay, and we explain if the price reach, we get the entry, is correcting, we take out the trade. But as I say, the best usually we trade if we get any trade within this range. If we want to trade within this range, we should trade based on lower time frame. We don't have anything right now. Okay, that's mean if the market open, we get any sharp move, a small flag, we can get the trade. And if we take the trade, as long as the price reach to this level, we have to manage it. Okay, but right now again I mentioned trading within this range with any sharp a small flag is quite risky. If anyone wants to trade this one, they should know how to manage the trade. Okay, that's why I give this option to have entry below this, and the reason was we expect the correction. If we get, there is a possibility we get the correction here, we are not sure what type of the correction, and there is a up move. Okay, now we talk about the down move and the up move also. Again, if we get correction here, then the down move is not valid, then we need to look for the up move. And again, the reason we give the entry below this, in case we get the correction and the price didn't move to this low, at least we are not in the trade, we can be safe. Okay, this is the second option for the up move. And the third option, we cannot talk about it, we need to wait. That's mean if we get a correction. And do we have any trade right now? No, we don't have it, and we need to wait the market open. What's happened here, whether we get a correction here or the price can drop. Okay, anyway, we don't have any trade set up. As long as the market open, we see what we get here, then from there we can make a trade. I mean, if we see if there is any trade set up, then we take the trade. Anyway, we don't have any trade, and we just follow the chart. And next week when the market open, I will look into the chart again. If I see any new update and trade setup, I will share on YouTube. Thanks.